I wish that short to keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Eason to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's going to look deep for Moore, and that is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. From the gun is Eason. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal at the 1.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Colts 7, Steelers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that
and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
And a Colts first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bud Dupree. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Eason on 2nd down.
18-yard line.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck. Kick it, field goal time.
That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Eason sets to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
19. Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Colts 14. Steelers
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with a give to Taylor, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eason gets hit and the ball pops free. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Number 20.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the Colts 40-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At their 48-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number two.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
1st down, Mayfield. Able to hit his target, Claypool. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 31.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
On 3rd down, it's Logan, and he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. So that one will be accepted. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. This is Logan. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
9-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Completion here to Claypool. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Claypool. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run with Logan. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. 58 for money. 58 for money.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And that...